Okay, so we're going to have a nice restorative session and with a bit of yoga nidra at the end, a nice long meditation. But a lovely quote that you might ponder on as we do our practice is, "Our mind is a garden, our thoughts are the seeds, and you can grow flowers or you can grow weeds." So our mind is a garden, our thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. So that's just it, isn't it? We are being more mindful of what thoughts we are letting spread and cultivate and grow, and best to kind of analyze, which is part of meditation. Analytical meditation is what I'm doing helping me or hurting my health and happiness? Is it helping or is it hurting? If it's hurting, pluck it out like a weed and plant in a better thought. All right, so with that in mind, let's begin. We're going to start with a bit of heart opening. So if you've got your bolster, we'll take a nice easy heart open. One block underneath the bra strap and the other on the higher setting. Or if you prefer a bit more of a back bend, you can have it on the medium setting. So I'm going to start here. And just make sure that you feel confident that your support is going to hold you. Take your time. Put your bottom next to the end of your bolster. You might even want to put a pillow underneath your head. I've got my bun, so I'm going to use that so that you feel that your chin's not jutting out. And your legs, if you'd like a little bit of hip opening, you can put the soles of your feet towards each other. They don't need to touch and they don't need to be close in. Just where you get a little bit of a stretch by just letting go, letting the legs be heavy. So take your time, fidget and fuss, find just right. And when you found just right, take a nice, long, settling breath in. And as you exhale, begin to switch gear from all the doing that you've no doubt been up to today to beginning to settle. And sometimes it's hard for the brain to adjust to slowing down and stopping. So if that's the case for you, just label what's going on for yourself. So if the brain is distracted, just say to yourself, distracted, distracted. And then come back to your body. Let the back of the head sink a bit heavier into the bolster. Let your shoulders be wider and heavier. Feel your hands really heavy into the support of the floor and your fingers really soft. Feel where the back of the chest is in touch with your bolster. And with every exhale, the invitation to let go a little bit more deeply into that support. Belly softening down, hips softening. And if you're in Supta Baddha Konasana butterfly pose, just notice where you feel the bright sensation of the hip opening. Just observe, don't judge. let it be. Your mind is like a garden. Thoughts are the seeds, and you can grow weeds or you can grow flowers. So as we lay here, let your thoughts flow like a river. Kind, warm-hearted thoughts. And invite a gentle thought, a gentle intention for your practice. And whatever your intention is, make that a positive affirmation. So if you want to feel calm down, you would say, I am calm. I am calm. If you want to feel balanced, I am balanced. How do you want to feel? Can you breathe your intention into every cell of your body? And as you exhale, gently feel like you're shifting any blockage or burden or barrier. Anything that you've been holding, begin to let go. Be here for another minute or two. Keep softening down. Keep letting go. Whenever your mind is flitting around, just gently notice with kindness. And you might use your breath as a lovely, gentle way to anchor your attention. Sometimes when you watch a dog or a cat or even a newborn baby simply breathing, it's such a soothing and peaceful thing to do. So can you give that to yourself, just aware of your soothing breath? Deepen your inhale. And if your knees are open, gently draw them in and put your feet flat on the ground and just give yourself a moment to acclimatize. Maybe knock the knees in and turn the heels out ever so slightly. Give yourself whatever stretch of the arms, perhaps overhead, feels good after your day. And bring your hands in front of your heart and just rub your hands vigorously together. Getting a little bit of heat. Nice and fast. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, just cup your eyes. And just feel the heat of your hands soothe your eyeballs, and the darkness soothing as well. Really good. And then just massage your face, your head, whatever feels good, so that your nervous system knows that you are listening. Gently heal yourself up. And you're going to take your legs out in a little V shape, moving the flesh of your bottom backwards and taking your bolster or your blocks along the side of your leg. But before we do, we'll sit up, and then we're just gently going to walk our hands out, and after that big back bend, we're just going to melt forward and become like a rag doll. So just find your first edge of this forward fold. And gently see where you meet a little bit of resistance, and just hang out there. Letting time and gravity gently invite your torso to heavy, let go. And a gentle reminder, you're not actively stretching yourself. You're not trying to get to the ground. You're just trusting rather than trying. That the pose will unveil itself to you in its own good time, to the right extent for you today. And just notice, from just staying in the pose, little by little, over time, gravity will gently invite your body to fold in a bit more. Then be quiet for about a minute, enjoy the peace, and just let the pose happen to you. From time to time, scan your body and your facial muscles and see if there's anywhere that you feel like you're pulling muscles inward. Rather than pulling in, let everything hang out and hang loose and hang down. Maybe that's as far forward as you go, but if you feel like your body is welcoming a new edge, you can slide your hands further forward to the point where you meet a little bit of resistance again, and then see if you can soften at this new edge. And at the new edge, you'll feel your body kind of brace into the newness. See if you can completely begin to unwind into it. Let the head be heavy, let everything melt without trying, just letting go. You really explore this non-trying, this lack of effort, this surrender, and how beautiful it is to stop trying, to allow. But any way you can let your head hang even more, the nape of the neck really soften. Deepen your inhale and slowly slide your hands back towards you. Last thing that lifts is your head, no rush at all. You can take the hands behind you, bend the knees, let the hamstrings adjust, and perhaps a couple of window wipes, window shield wipes. Just feel it out, nothing fast. Really good. And then keeping the right foot tucked in and left leg out, again moving the flesh of the bottom to the side, and just taking your bolster for a side body stretch. You're going to reach without trying too hard, just reach that elbow as far along, support your head. And you've got options for this right hand. It can just hold your ankle, but if you'd like a little bit more opening of the side body, you can let it drop behind you and just dangle. And that's rather nice too. So feel what feels welcome in your body today. And then begin to let your muscles and your bones enjoy the support of the bolster. And you're letting your whole body be held by the scaffolding of your arm and your bones. So your bones are like tent poles. Once you've anchored them to the ground, they don't need to do anything. They don't need to, they're just poles. And your flesh, your skin and your muscles are like the canopy, like draping over. Nothing's being pulled taut though, it's just in the stage of draping. Your flesh, your muscles, your ligaments, all softening. Even your biggest organ, your skin, completely draping. Maybe this is heaven for you, just staying exactly as you are, without the ego jumping in. Maybe there's a new edge, sliding the elbow further along. So I can hear my ego and see my ego wanting to push myself further along, but actually my body is saying, no, this is great, let's just stay here. But the art is to really notice what's ahead in the ego and what's really being welcomed. So my body wants me to release my hand and just let my head drip rather than slide my elbow along. So just feel it out for yourself. Different for each body and different for each day. Stay with your breath. Little by little, with gravity and with time, your body is being pulled over to the side. Well done, very slowly, no rush at all. Unfurl. Last thing that lifts is your head. Just notice, just feel your prana, your blood, your oxygen flush through. It's quite a nice release as we transition to the other side very slowly and mindfully. Enjoying the art of going slow. Sliding your right elbow along and really letting the head just really properly rest into that support. And again, you can hold your foot, your ankle, or you can take that left hand and just drape it behind, which feels good in my body. How does it feel in yours? Just see what feels just right for you. And then begin your process of letting go, of melting. And occasionally in the silence, scanning your body for where you can release little micro pockets of tension and stress. If there's any way to let your shoulders get even heavier, your left hip even heavier. And it's without trying, it's more with releasing and letting go. Perhaps you stay here, or perhaps your body is inviting a new edge, which might be sliding your elbow further along, or it might be just letting your hand drop and your head drop. So feel it out. For some reason, this side of my body wants something different. Doesn't matter, we don't judge, we just listen and respond. Anywhere your body and your muscles are holding you up and holding you in, can you let them know right now They don't need to do that work. They can let everything hang out. Deepen your breath. And as you exhale, slowly make your way up, no rush at all. Gently cross your legs and just feel the echoes of the poses you've done. Just see how your body feels. And your mind and your heart, and then take any movement that feels good, neck, head, shoulders. We make our way down towards the ground. Fantastic. You can move your blocks out of the way. I'm going to take a very nice Shavasana. So let's set ourselves up so that we have a nice Yoga Nidra Shavasana, 10 minutes. Taking your knees over your bolster and your legs a little wider. If you've got a blanket, take a blanket over you. It's quite hot still, you might not want a blanket. And just come and lie down. And enjoy adjusting your clothes, your body, so that you feel nice and symmetrical either side of your spine, and your hands either side of your hips. I quite like lifting my bottom slightly, tucking my tailbone, and then resetting my hips back down, and then shuffling my shoulders down away from my ears and slightly tucking my chin. So see if all those little micro adjustments work well for you too. And then take a long, nourishing, deep breath in all the way from your heels, up your legs, over the knees, down to your hips, all the way up your spine, down your arms and out of the crown of your head. Big inhale. And as you exhale, enjoy simply human being as opposed to human doing. Allow your body to melt a little. First of all, noticing all the sounds that you can hear outside of the room of your practice. And then noticing all of the different sensations that you can feel in your body. And then awareness to the eyes, even with your eyes closed, seeing what you can see. Softening the root of your tongue, the tip of your tongue, and tasting whatever you can taste. And just smelling whatever you can smell. And just like that, let all of your five senses be cut away like a string of a helium balloon as the five senses drift up your body and your mind, and your awareness drift down, landing on the ground like a garden, a seed in the garden, planted. And seeds don't need to strive or strain to grow. They just rest and trust the process. If you drift off to sleep, let that happen. You get what you need from this practice. Anytime the mind wanders, periodically scan your body, where you can let go of any residing leftover tension or adrenaline. Gently now, take a deeper breath in, and as you exhale, say to yourself, I am growing beautifully. I am growing gracefully and beautifully. With no rush or hurry, gently turn your head from side to side, just massaging out the back of your skull. Slowly bring life and awareness back into your body as you stretch your body along the ground. And as you exhale, just settle. You might flicker your eyes a little bit open and just take in the peace of the present moment. I am growing gracefully and beautifully. Gently roll into fetal position on the right side and just hang out here a moment. And feel like a beautiful seed nestled in the ground. As you inhale, drink up the nourishment from the earth below you as you gently press up to rise and grow towards the sun with no hurry, no intention, no agenda, just growing. Hands resting on your thighs and taking a moment to notice the positive shift that has occurred and been cultivated from your commitment and your practice tonight. Take a long, nourishing, deep breath in. Hands to your heart, and if you'd like to join me for an Om, please make it mean something to you and really enjoy feeling the healing nature of the vibration. Breathing in. Long breath in, long breath out. Take a moment to notice how you feel and decide what energy you're going to take off the mat and out into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your practice. I hope it served you well, and that your nervous system feels refreshed and replenished from our Yin Yoga and Yoga Nidra practice. Thank you so much. Well done.